Godzilla x Kong has been a topic of discussion, I think. So apparently, Godzilla isn't allowed to be fun anymore, from what I'm hearing. Ever since Godzilla -1 and the success of that movie, which, now, let's be fair, let's be real, -1 was a great movie, right? Was it not? It was an awesome movie, and apparently they're making a sequel to that movie, and I'm looking forward to it. So I'm all here. Hopefully it's as good as the first one. That movie was kind of going back to the roots of Godzilla, like a lot of recent Toho Godzilla films, like Shin Godzilla, I guess. I don't know, I haven't seen that one. I hear it's like that, though. I should probably watch Shin Godzilla at some point, shouldn't I? It takes itself a lot more seriously than, say, the Monsterverse. King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong. And of course, like I said, there is nothing wrong with the Godzilla movie taking itself seriously. After all, that is the root of the franchise. That is where it came from in 1954, right? But the problem that I have with people talking about -1 is they keep comparing it to Godzilla x Kong, which isn't even out yet, mind you. See, people look at Godzilla x Kong, these trailers, and they see King Kong with an infinity gauntlet, and they see a pink Godzilla, and they look at just how, I guess, how characterized the monsters are, if that makes sense. For example, in -1, Godzilla isn't really a character in -1. He's more of like an embodiment of tragedy, I would say. Godzilla is treated more as like a literal dragon that our heroes must face and slay, right? While in the Monsterverse, it's the total opposite. Godzilla is occasionally the hero. Kong is a character. Godzilla is a character. These monsters are characters. They're kind of humanized in a way. That definitely differentiates them from, say, -1 or a lot of previous Godzilla films. People see this as an issue. They see the silliness of the Monsterverse as an issue. The fact that the Monsterverse is mainly just WWE for monsters, people see that as an issue. The human characters are going to be sidelined a lot in Godzilla x Kong. I mean, because the main spectacle for these movies, the Monsterverse films, are the big monster fights, because, I mean, let's be fair, a lot of people want to see big-ass monsters throwing it down. Do we not? Like, come on. But for some reason, some people have an issue with this. Now, look, if you personally prefer a Godzilla movie that is darker in tone and focuses more on the human characters, the human side of the story, that is fine. I'm not telling you that you are wrong for having that preference. I'm not telling you that you're not allowed to have that preference. But I am telling you that you can't expect every single Godzilla movie to be just like 1954. I mean, it seems like every idiot with a YouTube channel, kind of like me, is making a video about this, claiming that Godzilla x Kong is you know, American Hollywood slop, and, you know, Japan came in with Godzilla -1 and showed America who's boss or something. Like, huh? What? No? What are you talking about? Stop. You're too funny. Oh my god. See, the best part is people always seem to, all they talk about, when they talk about the Japanese Godzilla movies, all they talk about, to make them sound so good and so high and so holy or whatever, is the original 1954 Gojira and the recent -1, which, again, both fantastic movies, right? I'm not throwing shade at them or dissing them at all when I say any of this, but, like, have you forgotten the, like, entirety of Godzilla's legacy? Those are not the only two Japanese Godzilla movies that exist. They're not. I'm sorry. Have you watched anything after 1954? That is the opposite of serious. If you look at Godzilla defying physics and gravity by using his atomic breath to fly, or doing a drop kick. If you look at that and you tell me that's not MonsterVerse material, or if you tell me that that's to be taken seriously, you've got a problem. The MonsterVerse, as of late, has been leaning into the more silly and entertaining side of Godzilla, and that's a good thing. See, if every single Godzilla movie was dark and depressing and had some deep message or whatever behind it, it would get boring really fast. Same thing if every single Godzilla movie was literally just a WWE showdown between two big monsters. It would get boring really fast. That's why we have variety. That's why Toho produces or at least as of recently, that's why Toho produces the more deep material. And then the MonsterVerse can kind of like counteract it with the more fun, lighthearted material, right? Not every single Godzilla project has to be exactly the same. We can have a little bit of both, all right? It's possible to do so. Again, if you personally do not like the more lighthearted, silly Godzilla movies, or just the ones that are, you know, purely for the spectacle, that's fine. That's cool. Good for you. You don't have to like it, right? I'm not saying that you have to like that stuff. Nobody's saying that you have to like that. And if somebody is telling you that, then they also have a problem. But what I'm saying is stop acting like every Godzilla movie needs to be exactly the same. Also, I saw another YouTuber say that Toho and Legendary are rivals. Which is wrong, by the way. That's not the case at all. Toho and Legendary are not rivals. They like each other's movies. They both enjoy these sides of Godzilla. Like, this is not like a, you know, Marvel Studios and Sony situation where Marvel Studios is trying to do some pretty, sounds like decent stuff with Spider-Man, and Sony is like, no, we're gonna hold on to this license for as long as possible, and we're gonna just, like, drain all the money that we possibly can out of it. This is not one of those situations. The MonsterVerse is cool. Toho's stuff that is not part of the MonsterVerse or whatever, that's all cool too. It's Godzilla, alright? Godzilla can be used for many things. But yeah, I just wanted to get this rant out, cause like, oh my god. People are weird, man. People are weird. It's no fun allowed. That's what it is these days. No fun allowed. God forbid we have a little bit of silliness in our lives, huh? See, you want my real, like, unfiltered, raw, unscripted opinion? Huh? Is that what you want? Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. I obviously cannot speak for everyone when I say this, because that would be rude, that would be generalizing, and I don't want to do that because that's rude and that's generalizing. But what I think this is I think that this stemmed from just a bunch of weird, sweaty, nerdy idiots that hate the MonsterVerse and anything America related for some reason. I literally just think that all this drama is like people who have never watched Godzilla movies. They saw a few angry Godzilla nerds complaining about the MonsterVerse, and then they thought that it would be like, you know, oh, if I talked about this topic that I know literally nothing about, then, you know, I could get some clicks. I could make some money off of this. Okay, let's do that. Let's piss some people off. Let's make some people mad. You know, that's what I think this is. I genuinely think that the majority of people who are whining about this and complaining about this and making these, like, weird video essays about this whole thing are genuinely just not Godzilla fans. They don't know anything about the IP or its legacy, and they literally just want to cause drama and get views and make money off of that. That's what I think this is. But yeah, no, I just wanted to get this off my chest because, you know, a little rant for you. I don't know. So if you've been dying to hear my voice recently, there you go. There's my input. Okay, have a good one. Bye now.